What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Big Cell FHO's HNIC. We are live today, and I'm finished to talk about a lot of you guys been telling me, Cell, tell me what's going on, tell me what's going on, tell me what's going on. So we are going to do that today. We are going to talk about Mr. Rick Ross. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. Um, a lot of things. Let me just wait. Let me get some numbers on here. We got some numbers on here yet? I'm gonna try to stay in a decent mood today. I'm going to try to stay in a decent mood today. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Man, it is we don't get that much recognition. So we need to take what we can and just deal with it. But anyway, let's get this thing cracking. Let's go.
Big Cell, you a fool for this one. That's right. FHO. Shit. That's wrong. Huh? FHO. 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 Big Cell in your radio. FHO. 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 Big Cell on your radio. FHO. 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 Big Cell in your radio. FHO.
Banger alert! Banger alert!
Big Cell on your radio. Big Cell on your radio. Best podcast show. The Misfits couldn't carry on, but I'ma carry on and get the party cracking. The homegirl 7 carats, no for text blasting. Get she on the rock. If you want action, 800 plus, it's a known fashion. Keep a backup plan, cause the wheels cracking. Big Cell can keep it real. What a passion. All gas, no break, in and out of traffic. You see your brother on a hole, respect the passions. Whether they outlaws or outcasts. Big Cell's top 5 when you in traffic. Roger, mind your business, stay in your own lane. Respect others and set the game. Spread black love the old-fashioned way. You miss the West with the South, it's a master pass. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell on your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell in your radio. FHO, FHO, FHO. Big Cell on your radio.
Again, appreciate y'all, man. I love you guys. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for the donations. Don't forget, man, support the channel, support the platform. I need you. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. And again, man, I love you guys. Don't forget the 5 things I'm gonna leave you with. Ride your own ride, stay in your own lane, mind your business. Have enough love in yourself to have some love for me. We're gonna ride for love and love to ride, man. We gone, man. All right, man, we back, man. Let me get this thing cracking, get me perked up. So listen, real quick. You guys all know about the Tampa Jamboree. You guys all know that what we tried to put on and what we tried to pull off. But what you don't know is all of the behind the scenes stuff. I made a post. Let me share you all this post. Well, if you're on Facebook and if you're here today, you've seen this post. I made a post yesterday, and the post basically said, "Fuck Rick Ross." Putting on the Jamboree, we sat down and we thought about all of the ways to maximize the Jamboree, to show you respect, to show you love, the whole 9 yards. And we had an opportunity to grab Rick Ross. Okay. We thought it was an unreachable task, but we ended up pulling it off. Okay. And for me, it was everything, for the fact who, I'm just a regular guy who has big dreams, and I was able to dream that big and to achieve that dream. But let me say this. The real reason why Rick Ross even performed at the Jamboree Saturday night. And a lot of people are telling me, "Sal, don't do this, don't say this. You're hurting your chances of other entertainers." And I'm not, because the entertainers, if you want, they get paid, they make a living, and so forth, and so on. So, but I've also been hearing from a lot of entertainers that feel the same way I feel about Rick Ross. So, if it wasn't for the fact that I know you guys wouldn't have cared about anything that went on, if it wasn't for the fact that I know you guys would have still blasted me and would have still called me a fake and a phony and would have still, the rumors that was out there. I told you Sale couldn't pull it off. I told you he couldn't do it. I told you Rick Ross wasn't coming. If it wasn't for all of that ringing in my head, all of that, people, go automatically blame me and this and that. And it is what some of y'all gonna say, man, fuck that. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, you can say that, but when you take as much criticism as I take, and you take as you have as much hate coming your way as I get, it can alter you or bother you, and fuck with you. So this Rick Ross thing has been fucking with me ever since it happened. First off, I gotta thank Queen Mo and my sister Janessa and my wife, especially Queen Mo and Janessa, for a time during the Jamboree where you guys don't even know, you guys didn't see me. I was in a totally dark place because of this dude. And they took me and wrapped their arms around me and then started praying. And that was the only thing that kind of brought me back. And then my wife and my dad, I talked to my dad, and he'll tell you, even talked to the big fella. And the big fella gave me some advice, and my wife gave me some advice, and and we were able to go forward. But my experience with Rick Ross, and I think it hurt me so much because I was a true fan. I mean, I'm a true fan of his Morning Glory, his Instagram, his his all of his stuff that he do, and when he's popping around the house, black man this, black man that, king this, king that. So I was a big fan. I bought into the whole thing, hook, line, and sinker. Okay. And I really was looking forward to seeing this dude and being in this dude's presence, and maybe sitting down talking to him, and we were supposed to do a podcast and just different things that we were supposed to do. Okay. But let me give you guys actual facts. The rest of the shit may be some emotion, but this is actual facts. Here we go. The facts are, when we contacted Rick Ross, we started negotiations. In the negotiations, when we started, what we asked him for, what is your rider? If anybody know anything, if you've ever dealt with an artist, a rider is all the extra stuff that they need separate from getting paid. Every artist normally has a rider. This is all if they want blue M&Ms, if they want red roses and different things. And Bobby V had a rider. He requested roses. He requested a certain kind of keyboard. And we honored everybody riders. Mystical had a rider. He requested a certain kind of drink. I wanted Hennessy and whatever in my trailer. Just different things. All of these people have some artists have way out requests, which we call riders. Some artists have way out rider requests, and some artists have simple rider requests. Rick Ross, we asked him, what do you need? What do we need? Blah, 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 blah. Rick Ross told us, basically, I'm the boss. Just pay me what I tell you to pay me. Give me the date, the time, and the location. Okay. That's what Rick Ross said. Pay me what I tell you to pay me. Give me the date, the time, and location. Now, as somewhat of a promoter, that's cool, but that's not cool because I need to have assurances that you are coming and that you are here and that we will be able to proceed with the show, the whole 9 yards. But I'm saying fuck it. So when we got done, there was no rider. It was an agreement for $100,000. That is what I paid Rick Ross. Now that's not all that I paid. So to get the connection to Rick Ross, his friend DJ or whoever the fuck he was charged me $5,000 just to make the connection to Rick Ross. So I had to pay a dude, and I still don't even know who I paid and what, I don't know the dude or whatever, but I paid him $5,000 to get the phone call to just speak to Rick Ross. Okay. Well, to speak to Rick Ross camp. Now that cost me $5,000. Then the negotiations, we got through everything. It was $100,000 all in agreement. You have to pay $50,000 according to the contract. We had to pay $50,000. We only had like a week or a week and a half to pay $50,000. I don't even think we had a week and a half. I'm really, and these are I'm not going to add. I'm not adding nothing. I'm not taking nothing. I'm not making it funny. This is facts. All of these are facts. Whatever the time frame was, it was a real short time frame that we had to come up with 50 grand. Which the Jamboree, me and Top, we were prepared for that. We were prepared to pay, once we started talking about possibly having Rick Ross, what it was. So we kind of came up with the money. Even my wife had to go into her special savings to loan us $5,000. The investors came through and some other stuff. Boom. So in sending this man $50,000, I sent him $50,000 from my bank account, from FHO Towing bank account. And I had to send it to an account that didn't have his name on it, and it had somebody else's name on it, and it was an account in Mississippi. These are all facts. Now imagine you sending $50,000 of other people's money to somebody that you don't know, to an account that only thing you can verify is that it is a real account, but you don't know who owns the account. They say it's for Rick Ross, the whole 9 yards. So I went to my banker, which is BB&T, my man Ken Burwell at BB&T. And he did all the insurances that he could to say, hey, well, it's a real account, it's this and this and that. And if you want to send it, send it. We'll make sure we got all the documentation of, how much money you sent, where it went to, the whole 9 yards. Okay. So boom. I send $50,000 to supposedly Rick Ross, to his camp, to an account in Mississippi. So now money is gone, the deposit made, and I am nervous. I'm nervous. So I'm putting the pressure on the people in charge to say, hey, give me a drop. I need to hear from Rick Ross. I need to know actual factuals that it's a gold, that blah, 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 blah. I need it. This is what I need to hear. So after about 2 weeks of being totally nervous, because now what I'm doing, me and my wife, what we're doing is we're making sure that if this was a fake, that we can cover this $50,000. So we 401ks, we, pulling out our investments. I'm cashing in Bitcoin. We doing all kind of shit to make sure that if I don't get this drop within the next couple of days, then I got to be able to give these people this $50,000 back, for whatever it was that we took from the Jamboree pot. So finally, the guy in the middle, the $5,000 guy, called and said, "Hey man, I need my money right now." We were under the impression that he wasn't going to get his money till Rick showed up. No, I need my money now. You're not going to get your drop until I get my money. Okay. So now $5 grand. Okay, boom. We got to come up $5 grand here. Slide him the $5 grand. He wanted his cash. Okay, whatever. We slid him the $5 grand. A couple of days later, we get the Rick Ross drop. Now, the agreement is $100,000, $50,000 up front, $50,000 when he shows up, and he's going to perform at the Jamboree. He's going to give us between a 30 and 45-minute show for $100,000. Boom. Okay. Got the commercial. Everything's good. We can all breathe. We can all rest. Okay, cool. It's good. Let's go. Go. So from this point forward, now I start diving into Rick Ross. I start diving into Rick Ross to find out, okay, who he is, the whole 9 yards. I'm, getting into his music. I'm doing all of this stuff because for me, I really want to know who he is. I was a cool fan of his, but I became a hell of a fan after everything went through the drop and everything. We paid him and we locked him in for the Jamboree. So now I'm checking him out. I'm checking out all his videos, his inspirational videos. I'm checking everything, all his moves. I'm seeing this, I'm seeing that, the whole 9 yards. So at this point, it's $55,000 that has left my account. $55,000 that has left my account. This was our first Jamboree. So let me just say this right now. This is our first major. This is Top's third. This is the Jamboree's fourth year. This is the third year that we actually collaborated together. First year that me and Top collaborated together, and we took this thing to another level. Okay. I want you guys to hear what I'm telling you because I want you guys to understand the love that I have and that was put into this jamboree for you. And a lot of y'all gonna say, "Well, sell Rick Ross and Rick Ross didn't matter, this didn't matter, that didn't matter." Well, it mattered to me because my goal and my dream is to bring about a different type of event, an adult orientated event. Tampa Jamboree is a motorcyclist vacation. That is the purpose for us working directly with the city, all of the city officials, the county officials, the local officials, the police, the sheriffs, the chiefs, the councilmen, the mayors. That is the purpose for that. And you guys saw every one of them represented at the Jamboree. You saw the mayor's office there. You saw the city councilman there. You saw the police chiefs there, the sheriff there. You saw everybody at the Jamboree. We did. We did it. We created a safe environment. We created a safe event. We created a wonderful event. We created an adult event, and we pulled it off with everything that was against us. We pulled it off with everything that was against us. Okay. Everything didn't go as smooth. We learned a lot. We're going to correct a lot of stuff for next year. We got a lot of different stuff in place next year. To all my bikers, you will be able to ride your bike into the fairgrounds this year. It's just going to be we're tightening up. We learned a lot. We're tightening up. But so here it is. We good. The jamboree happens. I'm in Tampa. We verify all artists is going to be there. We talked to Mystico. We talked to Jeter Jones. We add Bobby Valentino, which I must say he was him and Mystico and Jeter Jones. All three of them were a dream to work with. They were actually real people. No Hollywood starstruck type stuff. I mean, it was just cool as shit to work with them. It really was. I mean, hands down, I would hire them and pay them with no questions, for future events with no issues, no questions. They were a dream. So here it is. Here it is. So here it is. If we hear it's a jamboree, and this is the part where I want you guys to understand that as a man, to all my real men out there, to all my men who have stood their ground forever and growing up and who've never had to take or be chumped off or be punked or whatever the fuck you want to call it. This is for you. Okay. Here it is. It's Labor Day week, Memorial Day weekend. I'm sorry, Memorial Day weekend. There's several big concerts going on in Tampa. Every hotel is sold out to the max. We end up selling 42 or 49 hotels out. We end up maxing out all of our different room reservation codes and all of that. And we end up, doing our thing. But you got other events. You got other people in town for the beaches. You got other people in town for the other concerts. It's all type of stuff going on in Tampa. So here it is. These are facts. I'm only going to state facts. And this is why I say fuck Rick Ross. We have a contract for total $100,000. You've been paid $50,000 up front, months in advance. You gave us the drop. We've been promoting. We've been advertising. We've been promoting. We've been advertising. Here it is, the day of the event, the morning of the event. And we get the phone call stating that you need transportation, hotel rooms and suites, and you need this and this and that to drink. The day of. So when I say wait, hold on, no, we're not prepared for any of that. We can't get no rooms. We can't, I think he wanted 3 suites and 3 rooms, Sprinter vans. He wanted rosé on the stage, his drink, his champagne rosé on the stage and all that. And I'm saying, wait. We can't, that ain't part of the agreement, sir. We can't do that, the whole 9 yards. And here's what was told to me. Am I performing or not? Am I coming to Tampa to perform or not? So put you guys self in my shoes. Here it is. I done busted my ass. I done stood tall against everybody who has opposed the roundup. I done put my love, my heart, my soul, my passion into it. And here it is. You have your premier, your number one artist, the premier artist, telling you he's not going to come unless you do these additional things. Now, the man is that's in me, the dude, Big Cell. I immediately say, man, fuck Rick Ross. Either he gonna show up or he not. And that was my attitude. Now, there's a few people that know about this. DJ Dirty, I think he knows. A few people that know all this. So you guys don't know any of this. You guys don't know why come Saturday I'm disappearing. Why I'm running around. Why top. So me and my business partner, we take the stance, man. Fuck that. Fuck it. I mean, and we take the stance of, who the fuck he think he is. But we know how y'all get down. We know that you guys wouldn't have gave a fuck that I had a contract, that I had already paid a deposit, that I got his $50,000 cash. We know that all we would have heard was, I told y'all, I told y'all, I told y'all, I told y'all, I told y'all. So here it is. It's Saturday. We had to pick up Bobby Valentino. Now Melanie Camacho was there. We picked up Bobby Valentino, and Rick was supposed to do in the contract. He was supposed to do a sound check. Okay. You saw Bobby Valentino. He came and did a sound check to the fairgrounds earlier that day. When he got in, he came and blah 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 blah. Even rode around and met people, and took pictures with fans and all type of stuff. So, mad shout out to Bobby V. Okay. So here it is. I'm feeling like a punk. I'm feeling like a little bitch. I got all these different emotions going on where I'm getting emotional out this thing. Anyway, but I'm thinking about, what are y'all gonna say? I'm thinking about, are y'all gonna ride with me on this or y'all gonna ride against me on this? And it put me in a place to where, growing up, we always talk to be a man, stand up and be a man. You don't, a man's word is all he got, the whole 9 yards. So I say, well, Sal, this is the first big event. You got people here, people gonna be asking for their money back if the man don't show up and don't take the stage, blah, 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 blah. So mind you, I got a contract, $100,000, $50,000 up front, $50,000 when you get here. That's all I'm supposed to do. Gary, you say we don't move no artists unless we are paid in full 72 hours prior, and we've moved many of artists. Well, that wasn't this deal. This deal was $50,000, and I can show you everything that I'm saying. This deal was $50,000 up front, $50,000 upon arrival. He will not get out the van until he is paid. Period. The van, Rolls Royce, whatever he's supposed to pull up in. We were not supposed to take care of transportation or rooms or anything. We were not supposed to provide any of that. Plane tickets, any of that. So here it is. So here it is. The hunt begins. So me and my man Top, we got to get 3 suites and 3 rooms, 6 rooms. He's bringing in 8 people. We got to accommodate 8 people. Mind you, we asked all of these things in the beginning. It was not an issue with making these things happen in the beginning, but now it is. It's Memorial Day weekend. There's 2 or 3 concerts going on. The city is on fire. Everybody's here. Everybody's doing their thing. So what you guys don't know is from probably 11 a.m. Saturday morning till maybe 7:30. Like I missed the whole Bobby Valentino performance. I missed the whole performance. I missed him. I got him to the practice. I mean to the sound check, and then that was it. After that, I was done. I'm trying to accommodate Rick Ross, trying to get these rooms, trying to get these Sprinter vans, trying to get this, and there's nothing in the city. And we didn't even have reserve any because we didn't need any. We took care of everything that we needed. All of the artists, everybody, it was all done. So me and my man Top, we are trying to figure out what to do, how to do it, what to do, So we call in all the favors. We even contact the mayor. We contact all the city officials. Hey, he need rooms. This man is not coming. So he's here at the airport, and now it's time to pick him up. We don't have the Sprinter vans. We don't have the Sprinter vans that he requested. But we wasn't gonna have the Sprinter vans because we didn't need any Sprinter vans. We didn't know. All we knew was he was supposed to show up. So one of my club members, J1, he has an Escalade that he brought down, his brand new Escalade, 2022 Escalade. And then we just said, okay, well, what other vehicle do we have? Because that was the only vehicle we have. We got to pick up 8 people in luggage. Now, mind you, we still don't have the hotels, and this man is here. We still don't have the hotel situation figured out, and we're trying out. My man Top is going crazy. I'm going crazy. We on the phone, we doing everything we can. So this additional revenue is what we have to take from his deposit, the other 50, his retainer, the remainder of his $50,000. So that's when my man DJ Dirty comes through, and he blesses us, man, and we were able to kind of pull that off a little bit, and with his blessing, we had to put something with it, but him being there was the biggest blessing, and we will forever be indebted to him for that because he really helped us and kind of saved the day. And he knew what we was up against because he knew. He already knew. So he's here. So we make a last minute call. It's okay. We're gonna take the Escalade and we're gonna take my wife's Harley truck that was cleaned up, immaculate. Shout out to Duncan These Nuts Mobile Detailing. They kept all of our vehicles immaculate. Okay. So we take the Escalade and we take Queen's truck to go pick up Rick Ross and his feet. Now, mind you, you guys don't know the ATO drone girl. That is my sister, my friend. We actually hired her. She was paid to produce Tampa the movie, which will be coming out soon. They're doing all the editing and all the stuff. She was paid and hired by us a nice little penny to to record, produce, edit the whole 9 yards. Tampa Jamboree, the movie, which will be coming out soon. Okay, this is my cameraman. She has no holds barred. Now, she is in the Escalade to film the get out. So I'm not gonna put this on anybody in particular, but they're there waiting on Rick Ross and them to come out of the airport. Rick Ross and them proceed to come out of the airport. They see they see the drivers and they see the camera girl, and they tell her, "You can't ride with us." Now, I didn't pay you for your time and your services, and then you tell me that my cameraman can't ride with you. Okay. So you got to ride, So anyway, that's going on. All this shit is going on. Her and her equipment. She's not from Tampa. She's from Atlanta. Her and her equipment is there, and she's doing her thing. Long story short, and again, I'm not going to put it on the driver, even though I can feel what I want to feel, and this is my friend, so I'm gonna just leave it at that. He allowed them to leave her stranded at the airport with no way of knowing how she was gonna get back or nothing. Just they talked about her, they demeaned her, get your ugly ass out of here, blah blah blah, the whole 9 yards, and left her at the curb at the airport. My cameraman. They talked about Queen's truck not being sufficient the whole way. Why did you pick us up in this shit? We don't ride in shit like this. Now, for you guys that don't know, Queen has a $100,000 Harley Davidson truck, limited edition. It is a beautiful truck. They talked about, why the fuck did you pick us up in this? We don't ride and shit like this. Blah 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 the whole way there, and said if this is all that we have to pick them up, when it's time for them to come out of the hotel to come to the fairgrounds, then they're not coming. So you done talked about my wife's truck. You done left my camera lady at the airport. At the very last second, we make a deal. We finally make a deal and make some arrangements for the hotel accommodations. Just say this. Just know this. It is Memorial Day weekend. It's Saturday night. We need 3 suites, 3 rooms. It cost us roughly $13,000 for one night. Additional $13,000 that we had to accommodate for one night. And we poured it off at the very last. I think their rooms were available. They landed. I think their rooms actually became available on the way to, after being picked up, on the way to the actual hotel. We were just going to take them there and put them in the lobby and figure it out then. But we was able to pull it off at the last second. But we paid tremendously, overpaid, and it's the weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. It's the weekend. You need these last minute. Y'all know what it is. So understand, if you guys don't know my partner, Christopher Hill, top, he's a no-nonsense dude. This jamboree was poured off because he is a no-nonsense motherfucker. He don't care. We're going to do what we say we're going to do. We're going to give you the best service that we can give you, and our word is all we have. When I tell you, me and this man ran around the fairgrounds, we ran around each other, we hollered at our wives and fussed at all the people around us. trying to figure out what are we gonna do? Are we going to be able to make this thing happen? Are we going to be able to pull this thing off? On top of all of the other stuff that was going on, keeping you safe. Just you guys don't even have a fucking clue. And here it is, this man that is super rich, confesses about taking care of the people and blah, 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 is putting a stress on us and a drain on us that we never could have even imagined. But because of you all and the promises that we made and the hype that we put on the jamboree and everything that we did, we endured it. We called in all favors. We used every trick, every person, every favor, we pushed the line every way we could to make it happen. Even to the point of letting him disrespect my camera girl. This the wife truck. Hey, it is what it is. And put all this extra stress and strain on us. Me and my man Top. For you. So when you see my post about fuck Rick Ross, I have a valid and legit reason. Now, here it is. After the jamboree, and I'm calling, trying to say, hey, I done reached out to everybody I could, even my man Greg Street, and he's trying to help me. We're trying to get an understanding. But yesterday, what made me write that post was because after talking to his camp yesterday for the last time, because I'm done with it at this point. Fuck you. I'm done with it. But after talking to his camp yesterday, they tell me, well, nigga, that's your fault. You should have stood your ground and not paid us shit. If that's what you had, then fuck it. You should have not paid us. You the one paid us. You basically calling me the dummy for accommodating the added request. That's your fault. You should have said fuck us like we said fuck you. Somebody just asked, I think V or Melanie, somebody just asked, was that all of this a part of his rider? We had no rider. He dismissed the rider in the beginning. If you're just now tuning in, what I'm telling you is this is all of the last minute extra shit that was put upon us to make this happen for you. We have a real contract, not no bullshit. We have a real solid contract. We got lawyers. We got all kind of shit involved. We are 100% legit. This ain't no big sale homeboy hookup. This ain't no top homeboy hookup. So quit asking me, did we have a rider? We had a contract. All in for $100,000. Period. Anyway, after that conversation with his people yesterday, it just broke me. It took me to another level. So it's my fault for paying the extra money for the rooms, what we had to go through for the Sprinter vans and pay for the Sprinter vans and, all of that shit. It's my fault. It's my fault you left my camera lady at the airport. Just put her out. Female. You don't give a fuck. Bitch, get out the truck. It's my fault that you called me at the last minute and tell me to pick you up, and I decided to come pick you up in a Harley truck, brand new, a year old, whatever the fuck, immaculate condition. It's my fault. Because I should have just stuck to my guns and said, fuck you from the beginning, like you just told me I should have did. You just told me it's my fault that, fuck that, you shouldn't have did it. Oh. So what could you have done different? Maybe the contract should have been, all of that shit was valid and legit. There was nothing that could be done different. The only thing that could have been done different is if I had came out there and told y'all, hey man, fuck Rick Ross, he ain't performing tonight. But I know that y'all wouldn't have went for that. Y'all would have, sale, blah, blah, blah. I know y'all would have just tore me a new asshole. Because y'all wouldn't have wanted to hear none of that shit. So this is it. I'm done. You won't hear me say anything else about Rick Ross. It is what it is. For me, I ain't nobody. I'm not nobody important. I ain't nobody special. I'm just one dude, one fan that you lost. Hey, it is what it is. People ask me about the car and bike show. It was a hood day. Unless you were super rich, it was a super rich show out. That's all it was. It was for the super rich to show out and floss. That's all it was. Me and my man Top paid to advertise there in hopes that we would get an interview with him. No problem. Didn't get the interview. Came, set up the whole 9 yards. It was a catastrophe getting in. It was a catastrophe leaving. Hey, we'll not do that again. That's a done deal. But to all of y'all who needed an explanation and called me, said, I wouldn't say that, man. You messing up your event. You this and this. No. I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm telling y'all how much I love y'all and how much shit that I put up with and how much shit me and my partner went through to bring you this Tampa Jamboree. Now, we ain't going to even talk about the bike set shit we went through, the people that we had to stand up against and the people we had to stand toe to toe with. Y'all don't even know that. That's a whole other story. We ain't even gonna bring that up because that's something else totally. So when I tell you that you had a safe weekend, no incidents, no fractions, no none of that, no nothing. You stayed at 5-star hotels. You ate at whatever restaurants you wanted to eat at. You had the city at your beck and call. At the city was yours. It was a whole lot of stuff that went on behind the scenes. Anyway, Tampa Jamboree, number 4, tickets on sale. OGs on Chrome is out right now. Make sure you support my TV show, OGs on Chrome. Don't forget we got Arkansas coming up next, No Limit coming up. I'll be hosting that. Also, I'll be in Cleveland next month for Mystic Nights 57th anniversary. I'll be doing a live podcast for Mystic Nights. I'll be there, so come on out and support that. Again, No Limit Riders in September. Also, we are available to advertise for your event, your anniversary, whatever you got going on. Hit me up. I love you, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers. Hey, I'm praying that God take this away from me, because I'm telling you, as a man, I've never felt more violated, period. But hey, it is. Man, enjoy y'all day. We gone, man. Love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. It's your boy, Big Cell FHOH and IC. Let's go.
Cheer. OG. Big Cell, you got another one.
This has its own
OGs on Chrome. It's the OGs on Chrome. Throttle wide, hundreds. It's the OGs on Chrome. Get you on the ride in your roll on. It's the OGs on Chrome. Throttle wide, hundreds. It's the OGs on Chrome. Get you on the ride in your roll on. Riding on my Harley, dipping on my horse. Split lanes, waddle up, sound like King Kong. How far would you yonder just to get involved? Catch me at the Jamboree, OGs on Chrome. Gangsters don't dance, but we boogie. Burnouts, woolly bars full of lookies. 131 high speed, no hooky. My road glide, hang glide like Wild Bill building. Feeling like Big Hardy, yeah, I'm on a mission. Gave you the first easy riders with no recognition. Still a king in his lane, stay tunnel vision. Rest in peace to an OG, true legend. Now speaking out of line, speaking my perspective. You ain't an OG, homie, don't disrespect it. My hog got a hog, that's a soul fetish. 93 octane, no unleaded. It's the OGs on Chrome. Throttle wide, hundreds. It's the OGs on Chrome. Get you on the ride in your roll on. It's the OGs on Chrome. Throttle wide, hundreds. It's the OGs on Chrome. Get you on the ride in your roll on.
If that name don't ring a bell, listen to the story I'm about to tell. Let's see, sitting pretty, motorcycle queen pulling up on the scene. History in motion.
History in motion.
History in motion.
History in motion.
I just want to make our culture get the recognition we deserve. OGs on Chrome. It's time to recognize and pay homage to the G's.
It's the OGs on Chrome. Throttle wide, hundreds. It's the OGs on Chrome. Get you on the ride in your roll on. It's the OGs on Chrome. Throttle wide, hundreds. It's the OGs on Chrome. Get you on the ride in your roll on.